Hi everybody, welcome to No Story is Sacred. If you've never listened before, basically we're four siblings who grew up talking about the art of storytelling. Now that we're adults, we're still talking about it, and we're inviting you to join the conversation. I'm Alex, and tonight we're not doing Birdemic.
I'm Kat, and amethyst is my birthstone. Does that mean that's good, you guys?
Yeah, I think it's good.
It won't cause any problems in the Earth's mantle, right?
No. You're fine.
Oh, no. It's impossible to be there in the mantle.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Oh shit, someone who actually knows science.
Well,
Run.
I'm not a geologist. I'm Brendan, and to edit this episode, I'm gonna need a lifetime supply of Hot Pockets and Xenotapes.
So don't we all? I'm Pippin, and I don't know about y'all, but I keep all of my top secret documents in a bright red folder clearly labeled secrets.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
my
makes
secret's
sense.
blown.
Whatever you do, don't look in that folder labeled secrets.
Definitely don't bring it out into Publix cafes. And also labeled To be fair, though, I would totally buy a folder that was labeled secrets.
Alright. What are we doing today?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Today we're talking about the 2003 film, The Core, so spoilers abound. If you want specific content warnings about things we may talk about, check out the show notes on nostorysacred.com. For those of you who've never seen The Core, the summary according to Google is, geophysicist Dr. Josh Keyes discovers that an unknown force has caused the Earth's inner core to stop rotating. With the planet's magnetic field rapidly deteriorating, our atmosphere literally starts to come apart at the seams, with catastrophic consequences. To resolve the crisis, Keyes, along with a team of the world's most gifted scientists, travel into the Earth's core. Their mission? Detonate a device that will reactivate the core.
I mean, it's simple as that.
Yeah.
It's a simple plan. I mean, really, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson can easily go on late night shows and explain this plan.
Of course.
Guys, can I make the joke I've been thinking of for like days now?
Okay, go for it.
Better be fucking funny.
This movie has the most amazing 1980s level special effects for a film done in 2003.
Right?
That space shuttle landing at the beginning.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, but so the amethysts within the mantle are the exact same computer program used in fucking Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. With the gigantic crystal coming down with the great song in the beginning during the credits. It's the same program, I swear to God.
Oh man. I was gonna say, man, we should just watch Bill and Ted, but we already have.
We already did that. But
We'll watch the second one.
I will, yeah. I have to say, I actually really liked this movie. I wish,
What?
right?
No.
I really did. It's so dumb. I love it so much.
Geez.
But all the actors are so good. They're good actors in it. Stanley Tucci's in it. Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah, that's fair.
That the girl who doesn't cry.
Hilary Swank.
Thank you.
At her swankiest.
You know, there's a ton of like good actors, and then it has like the shittiest special effects.
And it ends on a guy who's professionally by DJ.
I thought it was professionally by Rat.
The actor.
The actor.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
You know, with that face, what are you gonna do? I support him.
Yeah.
Him and his Hot Pockets, which is easily, like, he gets the most memorable lines in the movie.
I forgot that Rat was in this movie. Cause I remember the character, cause I remember the line about, Xenotapes and Hot Pockets. But I forgot the context.
Well, even in context, it doesn't make sense. So I guess
I'm gonna have
get to
opinions
it.
later.
So we'll get to that. Let's just talk about the story writ large here. So, the movie starts off with a whole bunch of people dying.
In Boston! What?
Boston! What?
Near Government Center.
And that's where our, expert here, Aaron Eckhart, aka Dr. Josh Keyes.
A very boring professor, evidently.
Yeah.
No. He's your cool professor.
He was a high school teacher is what he was.
Yes, he's got his haircut. My God,
Peak 90s.
Very-
I'm telling you, this movie is a movie out of time.
Here at Known Story and Sacred, we talk about the important things.
He is still wearing the frosted tips he got in the 90s. He just hasn't cut it off yet.
He's cool professor. Listen, after he talks about geophysics, we're gonna go hang out in the quad. He's gonna play Wonderwall. It's gonna be great.
God, yeah.
You know, let's all go back to my place. We'll have some wine, and I'll put on some Marvin Gaye, and we'll just rap.
No.
We'll just rap about stuff. I'm sorry, you can't all make it? How about you, Michelle?
Oh.
Did not super like when he called her out for painting her nails. I'm like,
Listen,
bro,
she was fucking busy.
yeah. Don't blame her for doing something with her hands while she listens. Also, maybe if you were more charming and charismatic, she wouldn't be doing other shit. Be happy she came at all.
Hey, it could have been on the final.
That's true.
You gotta be careful. But let's move on.
Yeah, so he gets called in by the government. Yes. To investigate why all these people died. And because he's smart, geophysicist man, instantly figures out that it's because they all had pacemakers. Weird electromagnetic flux thing happened. Oh well.
I just wanted to take a moment to say how fucking wild it is that these people just went along without question with these men who claim to be from the government.
Yep.
Into weird, unmarked
Morgues.
Don't tell them fucking anything. And I'm like, you guys, you are going to be murdered. Why are you okay with this? Why are you smiling and laughing? You should be terrified.
Never go to a second location.
Never go to a second location.
Oh, Lord.
It's only 10 minutes in, and we've already got the Mulaney reference under our belts.
Woo!
Yep. Well, we'll be avoiding Mulaney quotes for the rest of the episode.
I can
No,
that
that's
promise.
a lie.
Same.
Oh, this movie also firmly establishes that it is pre-Twitter. Cause the whole bunch of people fucking dying out of nowhere. It's guys it hit CNN in an hour. I'm like, oh man, if that happened today, it would be in a minute around the world.
I mean,
Even
legit.
2003, people's live journals, right, would be exploding about it.
That's true.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, no, fair.
A bunch of people in Harvard, they're gonna be talking about it.
Oh yeah, imagine Fandom Live Journal.
Oh,
Oh my god.
the horror writers are gonna be having a field day. Anyway, go on.
I will say, though, that, I appreciated the level of international destruction and creepy weird shit that was going on.
Though, not a lot of international representation on the people solving the problem.
No. But we had a black guy and a woman.
We had one Frenchman.
And whatever the hell Stanley Tucci was doing.
Stanley Tucci was just being the delightful asshole.
I do love a delightful asshole.
But he was playing Konrad Zimski. I'm like, are you meant to be Russian or just pretentious?
Pretentious.
I'm having trouble reading this.
And Captain Pike is there, eventually. Yeah, so we're skipping ahead a little bit because Aaron Eckhart has to have the moment of realization when he sees all the clues coming together. It's like, hey, college students, make me a 3D model of the entire Earth. They're like, the entire Earth?
No one can move at that speed.
Okay, but seriously, that's the 80s again. Do we have any history on this script?
No. I don't know.
I don't know.
But also, did you guys like the part where he'll just sign? All it requires is a signature to get their PhDs.
I have this a thing about that in my notes. The quote, I'll sign your doctors blindfolded. And in all caps, I have, what about the rest of the committee? And I'm sure as hell not doing it blindfolded because I look at people's dissertations. I'm, at my university, I'm the last person who looks at people's dissertations. I'm
Now,
not
guys,
doing that shit.
I'll posit a theory here. He was lying. You
What?
know, like a liar.
People don't lie in academia.
To exploit free labor from their students? No.
What? No. What? No.
He's the cool professor. No.
Never. Well, what was were you guys saying about a bottle of wine at my place?
So he's figuring out the fact that the core has stopped. Meanwhile, in outer space, the shuttle is trying to land and their navigation got, I don't know,
Fucked.
messed up. And so our heroic shuttle pilot, Captain Pike,
Yee.
and Hilary Swank successfully managed to land the space shuttle.
Maths.
Yeah, she uses some quick navigation math, I guess. And they land in the LA River? Shrug? That's like trying to, I don't know, like throw a dart at a dartboard that's moving at 500 miles an hour. That seems like it'd be really frickin' hard.
She's just that good.
And that's, to establish their skill at kind of destroying.
Crash landing.
Yeah.
And just like, okay guys, we have to land this perfectly and scare that one construction worker.
It would have been perfect if the shuttle just booped him a little bit, like, boop, boop. And just, man, that would just made my day. But yeah, so we established that the core is stopped, and so we have to get the team together, right?
Wait, but we're missing him explaining it. Like,
oh yeah.
he like, I have to explain to you what's happening. You're all a bunch of the top military personnel of the United States. So I'm going to do this like a 5th grade science presentation.
Yeah, he wasn't even talking to me, except in the fact that all of this is directed towards me because I'm the one watching the movie. But I felt so condescended to. I was like, fuck you. I understand the layers of the earth. Or at least the way you're explaining it. We all know that one.
See, the Earth is like a big ice cream cake.
That'd have been great.
It would have.
Also, potentially a better metaphor.
Yeah. And also, Zemsky, like, they didn't even practice this. Zemsky was already, he knew who to come up and be ready for the...
I feel like that demonstration, at least part of it, and that, like, the character of Keith in specific, is someone a teacher they had, like, in high school, because that's clearly a high school presentation, and a lecture they had. This, because it was, like, actual geophysicists don't pull that shit.
No, they do
Probably
not. Well, because even people who, I work with, college professors who work with, like, 18-year-old freshmen and stuff like that, and are talking to me about their, very advanced whatevers, and they're trying real hard to make it approachable for an English major. And yet, every once in a while, they throw in weird terminology from their stuff because it's literally the best way they can think of to describe something.
Yeah, this is the word for what I'm talking about.
And they might back up to be like, well, wait, that means this. But because it's part of the instruction of teaching you the vocabulary in order to actually understand what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah. But it's not to say that they don't use technobabble later on.
Wait, there's tons of weird technobabble that they just kind of gloss over just to be like, listen, we just want to send a frickin' train to the center of the earth. Let us have this.
When you say it like that, it sounds so much cooler than it actually was.
It really does.
That's how they should have done it. What? Ooh.
Train to the center of the earth.
What?
I would have watched a movie called that. Train to the center of the earth. That's bitchin'.
So they need to save the earth. And they need to do it with science.
And in 3 months.
Oh, and in 3 months, because in 3 months the world's gonna end.
No, it's like in 1 year we all die, but 3 months it's gonna start being really troublesome.
It's going to be really inconvenient to hide.
I thought it was 3 months we're in the Stone Age, 1 year we're all dead.
Yeah.
It can't. Well, yeah, because in 3 months that's when the big electrical whatevers were going to start. At which point that would zap all the
electronics.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
how all of this works. It moves that fast.
I mean, I could see that.
I didn't see the 3
on
months
geologic scale. What was that?
I didn't see the 3 months thing.
They mentioned it.
I would say that I'm willing to, in the vast bucket of bullshit I'm willing to accept to make a 2-hour movie make sense, I'm willing to accept random timelines. Like, we have to do it by XYZ in order to solve the issue. I mean, if you start looking at things like that, like, you end up being like fucking CinemaSins or whatever, looking for the quote-unquote plot holes in,
Ding.
you know, why did you have to do this? Well, it's because that's the fucking story. Fuck off.
For the record.
Otherwise, the movie wouldn't happen.
For the record, fuck CinemaSins.
Fuck CinemaSins indeed. Cheers.
Woo!
Now,
yes.
one thing that I appreciated at the end of the military meeting, which they explain that the Corps is screwed, like, they're all like doom and gloom, and like Aaron Eckhart has this big thing about like, yeah, we can't make it to the Corps, it's impossible. And Stanley Tucci goes, but what if we could make it to the Corps? And it's like, did you not catch what I just said? Were you not paying attention? Just like the phrasing kind of made me think like, what? Come on.
To be fair,
Come on,
though,
Stanley.
it does strike me as something that Stanley Tucci, as that character, would fucking say whether it was true or not.
Yeah.
And his wannabe Sagan.
Yeah. That was a good joke, by the way, the Carl Sagan joke. That was really funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are a lot of the moments in this movie where you're like 99% certain that this started out as a comedy script.
I mean, I'll say it. I really like Unobtainium. I think that's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, they did it first before Avatar.
True.
Avatar stole Unobtainium from the Corps.
Wait, no shit, really? Was it a joke in Avatar?
No, it was,
Oh, no.
It was also played straight in Avatar as well.
No, in the Corps, it's meant to be a joke, because the guy's like, it's got 30 different syllables, so I just call it Unobtainium.
Yeah, but in Avatar, they just go like, oh, this is just really hard to find, so we just call it Unobtainium. Yeah, so the Corps really inspired Avatar, and I believe part of its billions is attributed to it. Just saying.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, transitive property of something.
Of science.
Oh, guys.
So they
the budget for this movie was $85 million. Do you want to know what its box office was?
I know.
What was it?
65 million.
Oh,
It was $74 million. It did not even make back its budget.
And you try.
That's box office. That's like worldwide.
And you were trying to make it for cheap too.
Oh, I do feel like they deserved a bit better than that.
They did, but like, I think it's one of those things, like, kind of just breaking away from just discussing the plot, as it were. I think there was like too much suspension of disbelief that had to happen.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. It's like, it takes us a while to get to getting into this vehicle to take us into the Corps, to launch nukes at the Corps.
Well, because once you're down actually in the Corps, there's not a ton to do.
There really isn't. The movie goes pretty quick at that point.
Which is too bad,
Like I
because
felt.
that's the point where I was already sort of disengaged, because it took so long to get there. So at that point, I was already, back playing my video game. Because I was like, okay, I get it.
I think part of the issue is that in writing this, the writers had a challenge, right? Mm-hmm. Where we have a very solid idea of what the Earth is physically like. Trying to go into the planet's core, difficult. So they had to spend a lot of time, A, establishing the problem and why it's a problem, and B, how the heck are we going to get down there? So I think there was a lot of time dedicated to that in the script. And I think that hurt ultimately. When they could have just had like a secret government project, like, oh yeah, we were always planning on making this vehicle to go deep, but we just needed the one crucial piece that mad scientist guy, was able to make. Haha.
Yeah, that could have done it. I feel like there were too many bits and something needed to get pared down. Which
there's a lot that I would say that a major problem with this film is the pace. Pacing is a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, leaving aside the science, I mean, it's nowhere more obvious to me than in the final sequence when it's like, yay! We've solved it. We're gonna go back up to the top. And then they literally had to have a text box at the bottom saying, 4 days later. There's no more, fuck it, if you're gonna fuck around with science, have them, like, slingshot around the center of the Earth so that they pop up in, like, 20 minutes. I mean...
That would have been hilarious. I would have loved that.
Have them fucking ride a volcano.
I also would have loved that.
God. Oh my god, if they'd run... Dude, that would have been so amazing.
Save it for your changes.
Wow.
Would have made more sense, actually, than what actually happened, which...
But no, like, instead we spend, like, 20 minutes assembling the team.
Which we really didn't need to do.
Like, when you're assembling the team, you don't spend more than 10.
I mean, you could. You could make a team assembling movie. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. The problem is, it's the same problem with exposition, which is that the audience stops caring if you don't make it interesting.
Yeah. If the movie was the adventures in recruiting these people in the first place, then it might be a bit, more justified for the amount of time spent. Like, oh, you want my help, you son of a bitch, Stanley Tucci? Well, you're gonna...
I mean, yeah, but that's that's half the fun of a heist movie is putting the team together.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and I was kind of half expecting, what's it, Aaron Eckhart's character's name again?
Josh Keys.
Josh, yes. I kept on half expecting to see Josh walk into his barber shop and go, "It's been years, but we need you on this team."
Well, that's almost what Zimsky did with, Braz.
Yep.
Like, that was one of the more interesting relationships in the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me, or is the first half of the movie almost set up like a heist movie?
It couldn't figure, you know what?
Or
it couldn't figure out
but the thing is, then they lost track.
Is it a heist? Is it a disaster? Is it
exactly
comedy?
Well, because like they were thinking like, okay, we're gonna get the team together, kind of like a heist.
They got a tech guy for Planet.
Yeah, they got a tech guy
for Planet Heist. Like they justified it. They tried to justify it, but it kind of sounded like that's kind of bad guy justification.
I'm gonna have opinions about Rat in a little bit.
We can just talk about him now because we're still talking. We're just in the recruitment phase here. Because it's part of my
story change.
Oh, okay, we'll get to it.
Oh, hey guys, do you want to know some history?
Uh-huh.
So this movie was definitely being at least written in the 90s. Because Aaron Eckhart didn't get the script for this until shortly after 9/11 in 2001.
Oh shit.
So actually a lot of plot changes had to happen. What with disasters and planes.
That could have, that could have some shit.
Oh, that's probably why it got changed to a space shuttle that was
landing
crashing.
in the LA River was apparently not the first choice.
Ooh.
Huh.
So you want to know some other history, you guys?
Yes.
You want to know what one of the writers of The Core would go on to create?
What?
Leverage.
Shit. It's not John Rogers, is it?
It is.
Oh, John Rogers is really good at what he does.
Who's John Rogers?
Created Leverage.
Oh, shit. And Leverage is a heist show.
And amazing.
Boom. My thesis. Mic drop.
Oh, man. I think that explains why Ridley Zimsky's most interesting there's some interesting character stuff in this movie.
Yep. You can tell who was at least trying to save the film.
For the record, I shipped Zimsky with way too many people in this movie.
Zimsky was a bottom who did not realize he needed to be a bottom.
Like, at least 3 times, like, I shipped Zimsky with this person. Oh, this a good time.
So he and Brad has definitely hate fuck at some point.
Oh yeah. Him and the general
they're all
too.
gonna die.
Him and Rat. That's where I was going with that.
No. The general was clearly flirting with Aaron Eckhart's character.
Oh, I also shipped them. I got bored.
By the way, the guy who plays Rat, DJ Qualls or whatever the hell his name is, apparently came out this January.
Oh, good for him.
Oh, good for him.
Right? Aww. Sorry, I just want to put that out there.
Don't mind us, we're just gonna coo over the baby queer. Not that he's a baby. Oh.
No, because I think he's older than I am.
Yeah, but, the cooing of like, look, one of us.
One of us. One of us.
But yeah, like, anyway, so there's the setup, there's going through the planet, misadventures happen.
Misadventured, piteous overthrows.
Yep. But like, we get to like the core, and that's when we discover the dark secret of the American government.
Oh yeah, it's all their fault.
Project
Destiny.
We fucked up, y'all.
America.
Yep.
The America story.
The American military industrial complex fucked up.
They made a deep earthquake doomsday machine, I guess.
As one does.
Because other people were definitely doing it first.
And Stanley Tucci's character, Zimski, was involved in the project and didn't tell the other people on the team this until they were in the middle of the frickin' planet.
I got some strong Edison energy from him.
I mean,
strong
not
Edison
wrong.
energy.
Well, he did steal his research partner, or his research.
Mm-hmm. He stole a bunch of research, and then also he blamed Westinghouse's electricity for killing people. That's also something Zimski did.
But I wish to God it had been our ship.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, same.
With their hand clasp.
Oh yeah, I was like, oof. Oh.
I'm sorry, that's like Kiss Me Hardy. That's way up.
But like, at this point, like, half the crew has died.
Oh, I do want to take a moment to say that, the Frenchman, whose name I totally remember.
I love
his
him.
death. Yeah, but his death was gratuitous by the end. I was like, we did not need that long a shot.
No, we didn't need the squishing shot. You know whose death was really good? The Commander's.
Oh yeah, the
Captain Pike.
Yeah. Captain Pike's was great.
For the listening audience, the character's name was not Pike, it was Bob something.
But Iverson.
But the actor Bruce Greenwood played Captain Pike in the Star Trek reboot.
Yes, he did.
And died by having a drop of magma go through his head.
Listen, shit's hardcore.
I thought it was an amethyst crystal. Oh, that
was it?
They ended up in a giant geode in the center of the earth. I fucking love that.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. That was one of the points where I was sort of looking away and only half paying attention. So I look back up and there's like blood going down his face. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
But they missed like a really great opportunity to quote 2001: A Space Odyssey. They could have like had one of the characters look up and said, "My God, it's full of stars." I mean, that would have been hot as hell. And
a good movie would have done that.
I did appreciate that we had instances of, whoops, we fucking forgot to do something because we did this in 3 months. You know, what's that static? What is that static? Oh shit!
I never taught the computer or to look at empty space.
Well, and it makes sense too. Like, I don't know, when I, as a layperson, think about it, I'm like, oh shit, wait, there's no empty space, it's just like rock and magma all the way down. Nah, 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 nah. I assume geophysicists are actually, or geologists are looking at me being like, shut up, English major. But,
yeah.
as a me watching this movie, I'm like, oh shit, I would have also forgotten to figure out what empty space was.
And I also appreciated, Brad's like, I built this in 3 months. I didn't think I'd have to put a release on the inside.
I didn't think I'd have to take it apart, like make it destroyable.
Yeah. In fact, we engineered it such that it wouldn't happen like that.
And to be fair, he did a great job of that. It was incredibly difficult to fuck it up.
I would love the overly honest methods for this movie.
What's overly honest methods?
It's a hashtag on Twitter, Tumblr, what have you, of the overly honest methods behind research. Like, we spun this specimen, at like 300, miles per hour because anything above that, the machine made a scary noise. Or this sample, rested at room temperature, for 48 hours because our intern forgot to put it back into the cooler. Things like that.
I love the one that where I forget what it actually was, but like the overly honest was that like it got superheated, so it fucking exploded.
If you haven't read Overly Honest Methods, you really fucking should. It's so great.
It's delightful.
Fair enough.
And as an actual scientist, I feel like you'd get more out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also would like this movie's lull my thesis.
Oh no.
Yes.
All that being said, I feel like we should get to our story changes. Because basically the rest of this movie is everyone dies.
Except our two leads.
Except the two leads.
Did they ever kiss? I was looking away in the moment when they would have kissed. Did they ever kiss?
No.
I don't think so. No.
Oh, that's good.
Like, the one kiss that does happen is a celebratory we're not gonna die thing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Like, we did it!
Again, I was spending too much time not looking at the screen at that point.
Fair enough.
I'm a professional podcaster, and movie critic. I would never play video games when I'm supposed to be watching
And
and
around that
taking notes.
time, when they were in the core, like, I didn't take as many notes aside from this super laser sucks, wrong place, I think you mean wrong place, wrong time, and oh, shut the fuck up, Josh.
Also,
Yeah.
quick question. When the magma started dripping in, why didn't they all just, oh, wait, there we go. Oh, so let's all just head back in and not have to cut the crystal.
It would have cleared up in a second anyway.
God, good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess we all sit back and go like, nah,
No, we're good. We're good.
We'll just wait.
I also love how they had the suits ready, but at no point did they mention that they were going to make them. Like, they
Make
just
what?
pulled them out. I was like, the suits.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just came out of fucking nowhere.
What are the suits? I'm assuming they must maybe be made out of, like, bendy unobtainium?
Sure.
Alright.
They're spacesuits, but underground.
It's underground.
I
You
think-
wouldn't have heard of it.
Listen, Aaron Eckhart and Hilary Swank make it out of the core alive. The end.
Oh, and
Yay.
Rat gets out to the entire world what happened and what everyone did to save the world. The end.
And we end the movie on Rat.
Yeah. He also did some heroics by delaying the U.S. government from using Project Destiny again. That might cause irreparable damage, but Lord knows they can't wait 20 minutes for them to try their nuke plan.
'Cause, yeah.
Guys, hey, guess what?
What?
I think I was reading I was reading the IMDb about this. IMDb has a piece of trivia that says that this is a remake of an earlier film
Armageddon.
called Deep Core. Now Deep Core says that The Core is a similar story, but I'm reading this and this is eerie,
Oh no.
but also shitty. It's astonishing. They managed to have two shitty things going on at once.
Yay. We'll link to it in the show notes.
Yep.
But yeah, I really want to say what I would change about this movie.
So,
So
Yeah,
go, man.
go for it.
Go.
So we just said what Rat did to save them from the 20 minutes, give them a 20-minute delay because the government is impatient. And that we end on, Rat's face. All that being said, I'd cut Rat out of the movie. He's not necessary.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like his role could have been played by is her name Stick?
yes,
It's short for Stickly, yeah. And I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Combine those two roles. And what he was doing was keeping the information from getting out to the general public, by running a virus throughout the world to look up keywords. And I'm like, you don't fucking know how those work. Like, are you going to get every possible iteration of that word, all the misspellings of that word, and are you going to keep on top of it for when people start talking around it and using different words?
All of a sudden, several food blogs have trouble posting about how to decompose apple cores.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of those fundamental misunderstandings of the way the internet works.
Internet and language. But yeah, he wasn't necessary. Often just kind of weird. Got weirdly emotional at the end. I was like, you do not know these people.
it's the whale.
Well, in theory,
It's the
oh god, the whale!
You weren't even there for that conversation.
He wasn't. Oh my god. Well, they may have radioed back to base.
They were in communication with Control.
True.
Yeah.
But it's just...
But just imagine that you're like the crew of that battleship there, and the nerd is running across the deck shouting, "It's the whales! It's the whales!"
Can we also just have a moment to be annoyed by the nerd? By the existence of that fucking
Trope?
nerd oh shit, what's the word I'm looking for? Stereotype.
Oh yeah. I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd cut out Rat. I'd tighten up the, everybody meeting. There's only so many times we need to explain how the core works. Cause I think we went through it at least twice. The whole thing about Hilary Swank being on trial cause she fucked up the landing.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary. We didn't need it cause it was also not important in the end. I don't think it came up ever again.
I think honestly it was purely there to add some drag to the time, so she was brought in later.
Yeah. I love the Frenchman. I'm not sure how necessary he was.
He was made unnecessary because they kept on dropping away the aspects of his character. I mean, was it only towards like right before he died that he mentioned, "I have a wife and 2 kids"?
No. He mentions earlier on because he does say that he has a family and definitely has a wife because science is his mistress.
Oh yeah.
In the most louche French way possible.
No, he's married to his work, which makes his wife his mistress, and that's why he loves his wife.
So French.
Oh, like, I was just like, oh, he is French. That is his character. But like, I don't think he ever mentioned his daughter, or at least.
More than one. He has more than one daughter.
Yeah.
But shortly before his death scene, he brought it up a bunch.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Here's why you should care about me.
Of all of them, all the personality went to the Frenchman, whose name I feel really bad not remembering.
Called him Gerard Depardieu.
Serge Levesque.
Yeah, Serge. All the personality, interesting character bits went to Serge, Zimsky, and Braz.
Yeah.
Yep. Not our 2 leads.
There was something going on with Keyes, but it wasn't charming. But yeah, so if I could, there were too many characters that I didn't care enough about. So if I could combine them and have a set of maybe nameless background people in the ship I don't care about, that I'm not meant to pay attention to. And then they can be the first fodder. And then when the, people whose names I actually know, sorry, Serge, Sergey, I don't know. Serge dies. I
care.
I could actually, yeah.
Aw.
Here's the thing.
I cared about Serge dying. Cause he was one of the ones with personality.
It's true. Oh, can I have a brief moment to say something that I actually appreciated about this movie?
Yeah.
Shoot.
I really liked the moment when Stanley Tucci dies, and Aaron Eckhart is filled with guilt and sadness and stuff like that, because he's had to make a terrible, hard decision, which was an issue earlier in the film, when What's-Her-Head had to also make a similar decision. And now he's in that, and she was able to provide him comfort, saying, you did good, it was the right, it was just a very real moment. It was, it was well done. It was 2 actually very good actors doing a scene.
Yeah.
I liked when Zimsky died and he was recording, knowing he was about to die, and still recording on his little recorder going, wait, what the fuck am I doing? And I was like, that is real.
All too real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any other changes, Pip?
No, there's some extra scenes that aren't necessary. There's some extra characters that aren't necessary. So tighten it up, get rid of Rat, combine some other people.
Yeah.
Also makes it queer and more women and people of color.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Pippin's standard changes. It's sad that those are the standard changes.
At this point, you don't even mention them now because you know what? That's just goes without saying.
But I'll always say it anyway.
There you go. Can I go next?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Alright, so I actually disagree with Pippin. I would not... I wouldn't conflate the characters. I think it's important. I think that they had a good mix of people with a good mix of relationships on the ship. I think that they needed to spend more time making you care about them.
Different solution to the same problem, then.
Agreed. But I don't want to get rid of them. I like them.
They're your babies.
And I like the interplay available because they were there. I mean, if you think about it, you have the Commander and Captain Pike. Hilary Swank and Captain Pike. They have a working relationship. We have a mentor-mentee. We have Aaron Eckhart and the French dude. They're buddies, longtime buddies. We have Braz and Zemsky. They are longtime buddies who fell out. Meanwhile, Eckhart and the French guy think Zemsky's full of shit.
I mean, he is.
Eckhart, all the scientists are a little with the exception of Zemsky, are distrusting of the government dudes flying the ship. The government dudes flying the ship feel like all the scientists are being assholes because they're treating them like they're morons.
Oh, to be fair, they are really super dismissive of...
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, like, there was a lot going on. I thought it was a really cool mix of people. I think Stick should have been given a lot more bigger role. And, I mean, maybe she could have done a lot of the stuff that was going on with Rat. I mean, maybe we can still get rid of Rat. But maybe not. I don't know. I haven't put a lot of thought into it. Maybe we could make that successful. What if Rat was Stick's kid who's showing up and is helping? I don't know. Anyway, so there's that. The other big thing I would do, it's the pacing. The pacing needs a ton of work. You start from the beginning. And it's never more obvious than right at the end, when the exciting thing happens and then you have to wait for the rest of it. Honestly, I would pull a Rogue One. I would kill them off in the core.
Yeah.
When they're, they've made it. They've saved the Earth. They've gotten confirmation that they saved the Earth. And now they fucking die. Maybe they're the last, no, they're not the last bomb, but they recognize that this is what this means. And,
they kind of get themselves a star pilot's grave.
What?
A core planet grave. A core of the planet grave, yeah.
And then, you have all these people, and then you have the government being like, they were brave, but no one can ever know what they did. And Rat or whomever is like, fuck that noise, and puts it out.
Different idea.
Yeah, and puts it all out. So then they're all heroes. And then we don't have to do the stupid shit with, like, looking for them or whatever. Again, more time passing. That's, like, at the end of the film, you want to be a boom, 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 boom. I mean, again, pulling up Rogue One, like, they fucking die on the planet, and then you have one of the greatest, I think one of the greatest, montages of,
baton pass scene from hell.
Right? I fucking love that. Like, it was great. And it was also so incredibly demonstrative of how close they were to this all fucking up. Like...
I should rewatch Rogue One.
Rogue
that
One
was
is
really
so good. Because, like, at any moment, the slightest misstep could have been like, well, never mind.
Nope. No rebellion then.
And it really did establish, oh yeah, Vader is kind of, superpower evil wizard from
badass.
hell.
That was such a great scene. But, like...
The Mandalorians knew what was up. The Jedi's all space wizards, we need to get rid of them.
But also, it also was a really good demonstration of, I think, the central theme of that movie, which was that every person is important. Even the smallest action can affect everything. Because if any one of those baton people had dropped it, we don't know their names, we don't know what they did, a bunch of them died, doesn't matter. They were all necessary.
And the whole movie in that way is sort of about those people.
The people you don't know the names of and you'll never know the names of. But they were all necessary for the rebellion.
Oh god, I'm gonna have feelings.
I know, right? It's making me want to cry right now. But that's where we could have been with this movie.
Yeah.
Except Rat at the end is like, fuck you! All their names!
Fuck the government!
So what you're saying is, just make Rogue One.
Yeah.
20.
I mean, I think that there's nothing wrong with, the emotion, stealing the emotional beats of Rogue One.
15 years before Rogue One. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Legit.
But yeah, so I would fix the pacing, I would kill them off at the end, and I would keep the characters because I would make it a character-heavy movie, to be honest.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, that would help it
I
a
mean,
lot.
that's as good as it was. The reason it was as good as it was because of what those very talented actors were able to eke out.
Yep.
True.
I have the feeling that the original draft probably had them all dying and Rat doing the same ending as before. It's like I think that seems like the studio is like, no, we have to have the two leads live. They have to.
They have to live.
And they get together and they'll be in love and it'll be great.
But actually, if you think about it, the fact that they make it to the end and they don't have a major make-out or we're going to stay together forever scene really speaks to that. Because, I mean...
Yeah. That was probably the compromise.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they have, like, a vibe, but it's mostly, to be honest, it's mostly the vibe of, yay, we're both competent. And we made it to the end.
Yeah.
We're not dead yet. Yay.
I mean, not dead yet counts for a whole hell of a lot.
It's true.
But also, I appreciate, like, they had other shit going on. They did not have time to make out.
Yeah.
Though
we are professionals. Move on. All right.
Yeah.
Look, you know what? When you're dying, not the sexiest time.
Oh.
No.
Fanfiction lied to me.
Anyway, so that's my changes.
Fanfictions lie to you about a lot of things, Pep.
Oh, are you saying there was more than one bed?
No, Pippin, there's only
Yeah.
ever one bed.
Okay.
Even
and
though
they
I'm
were
literally
roommates?
in a room with 2 beds in it.
And they were also roommates, right?
They were also roommates with only one bed.
Okay. The mirror on the ceiling. Because there's so little space in the apartment, that's the only place I could put it.
I mean, obviously.
Anyway, moving on.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, so, here's what we do.
Okay.
We are going full heist.
Ooh.
We're breaking into the core. We're placing the nukes and getting out before she even knows what hit her.
I love it.
I loved everything that just happened.
Thank you for the BGM, Brad.
The very important heist music. You gotta have that.
Cause like, we already it's already half of a heist movie. Mm-hmm. Like, an important element of heist movies is everything that seems to be going wrong. But no, that was always the plan.
Ooh.
May I build on yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Project Destiny's evil government plot, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Zimsky was part of it, right? And now he's on this new thing, right?
Yeah.
So what if the government thinks that Zimsky's on, their side, but actually he's working against the government, and he's helped pull together this team, and he's telling the government, no, this is how we're going to pull off Destiny. It's going to be great. But actually, they're working from the inside to do this other thing.
I admit, I am super into the idea of Stanley Tucci being actually intelligent.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut in here because this is actually kind of getting close to what my story change is also going to be.
Ooh.
So kind of similar to Al, what you're saying there, but I just want to make sure I can get this covered before my idea gets stolen. Or just get inadvertently mentioned. The core team as we know them in the movie here, they're actually like a group of literal rogue scientists. They discover the information about Project Destiny from Stanley Tucci, and they are basically kind of doing a private covert op to help save the planet.
I love it.
Nice.
Because they discovered that the U.S. government is going to be firing Destiny again in secret to try and restart the core, and they can't go against the full might of the military there, so they gotta do this under wraps.
Oh my god, that would explain why they did a secret underwater thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they enter into the planet's crust in the dead of night, in this secret vehicle that this mad scientist, Braz, has been working his entire life for.
And then the security guard passes by with his flashlight, and notices the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Like, but who are you going to get to pilot? We know just the people.
Disgraced NASA scientist, pilots.
Yeah.
Disgraced.
Yeah.
And that explains why it's important that they be disgraced.
Yeah.
Yeah. The government had them as the fall people for that failed NASA mission.
That would've made so
Yeah,
much
they
sense.
didn't destroy LA.
Oh my god, this is so good, you guys. Who's writing it?
Al, we did it.
We actually fixed one, you guys! Woo!
It only took 61 episodes.
This isn't better, this is just genuinely fixed. We did it, everybody.
But like, here's the thing. A lot of the core elements of the core can stay similar, but we're actually justifying the heist, as Alex establishes here.
Yep.
And the weird time constraint is also fixed simultaneously.
Yes.
Yeah. True.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and also, it explains the hair. Cause,
Ow!
like, in heist movies, the, like, lead guy always kind of has some, like, weird hair. Like,
Is this just you saying you don't like Nate's haircut in Leverage?
Pep,
I think that's what he's saying.
are you
Wow.
saying it's a good haircut? And for a man in his, I want to say 40s?
Late 40s.
Yeah. Are you saying that's a haircut a man in his 40s should have?
I mean, it worked for him.
That wasn't a yes,
Sure.
Pippin.
Here's the thing, I'm having trouble bringing up his hair now in my head, so.
Guys.
And here's the thing, Sergey, he's the one who invents the laser. That's his actual role there. He's like a super weapon
Yes.
specialist.
Cause you're right, they gave a lot of the inventions to Braz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have spread that out a lot more.
True.
Man. And Josh Keyes, he could have been like,
Oh my god.
he's still a geophysicist, but he has a troubled past.
Dudes. He has a troubled past. He has wild theories that have gotten him no publications, and that's why he's a shitty high school teacher.
Oh.
Oh, no.
And that's why his level of classroom work.
Is.
Appropriate for high schoolers.
But he's the one, cause remember his students were the ones who looking in the Fortean Times. Okay? For weird occurrences. Do you guys know what the Fortean Times is?
No.
Nope.
It is the magazine for like, and did you know that the mole people exist under the ley lines?
So,
Everybody knows that.
he's Ray from Ghostbusters.
He is. He's Ray from Ghostbusters. Exactly.
But he also invented like super X-ray specs.
He did. He invented
Cause I'm thinking he was trying to rob a bank. But anyway.
Yeah, no, but he's got like the wild shit. He's the one, I mean, he's got connections to all these other people who are reasonable, and he's got a really good talent at making them go along with shit.
Yeah.
And actually, this helps explain why they recruit the rat too. Cause the rat is legit hiding their presence
Yes!
from the government.
Yes.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
At the end, Rat's
I
like,
feel like the moral of all of this,
let us write your stories.
is the moral of all of this is that the characters are where it's at. Mm-hmm. So whatever we need to do needs to focus on making them work.
One might even say
Is what
that's
I
the
feel.
purpose of a lot of writing.
But here's the thing about heist movies. A lot of wait, how many heist movies actually have like almost all the characters die?
I couldn't tell you.
Not
Not a
many.
lot.
I mean, cause the whole entire point about a heist movie is they get away with it.
Yeah.
No, but the point of a heist story is that, everybody, is this competence porn.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
but where does this fit with, like, would you call Rogue One a heist movie? I would say yes.
True.
But
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
fucking dies.
But everybody dies in that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very good point.
I think like, as soon as like you have like one person legit dying in a heist movie, then
The counter's on.
all bets are
Yeah.
off.
Oh, you know what it is? It's a all for one, one for all.
Oh yeah.
It's a Musketeer situation.
Yeah.
Either everybody survives or fucking nobody does.
I mean,
Except for Rat.
Except for
in our,
spoiler alert for the end of Leverage. But that's part of the thing with wait, Brendan.
I haven't finished
Yeah,
yet.
no, fuck that. Never mind.
Pippin, tell us later. It's privately,
Yes.
off chat.
Brendan, finish watching Leverage.
Okay.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
What?
Hey, Pippin, what's that big yellow temple for?
It's ceremonial purposes, don't worry about it.
Anyway. So yeah, man. So Alex has the heist component going on here, and I just wanted to have them be working against Project Destiny.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good, I think that smushes them together really well.
I watched the fuck out of that.
I would
movie.
absolutely, question for you, would they all live, would they all die?
I'm thinking I'll live, but that's just because I'm an
depends
optimist.
on where we want to take it, if we're continuing it as a kind of comedy.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
good call.
If we're playing everything straight, everyone dies, Rat lives, and still has his ending there where he spreads their information to the web because, you know, they're the unsung heroes of science, assholes.
And you can't let the military get away with shit.
Yeah.
No.
Unsung heroes of science happen all the time.
But like,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Zimsky, he was like fucking amazing when he was dying.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
But also, when he finally was his back against the wall, he was stuck in the center of the earth, and there was nothing left, we actually saw him being a genius.
Yeah.
Which I appreciated.
I appreciated that. And here's how we could have like our big damn heroes moments at the end if you want to go
gotta
that.
have big damn heroes.
What if like the only way they could do it was like whatever control software was running that they could, you know, time these nukes precisely. That's what got damaged, that everybody has to kind of they have to push the button themselves.
One person in each container?
Yeah, they're manually piloting each container because this was designed in 3 months or whatever, or however time we're dealing with here. They never thought it would have to happen like this.
Oh my god, you guys, I would have cried so much if they're all like smiling and saying it was a good ride, and then maybe they sing a song or some shit or tell a joke that they'd all been like, and then they all press the button together. Oh my god.
Aw.
And right up to the last moment, you're like, maybe they won't all die, and then they all fucking do. I would have cried so much.
I would have cried at the funeral after.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No caskets.
And instead of a cafe, Rat hits the button to, you know, kind of send his virus to the world on his cell phone at the, you know, kind of unmarked graves or whatever that, at a graveyard, at a cemetery.
On Josh's cell phone that he hacked from earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And he does the joke or whatever the shit it was that they all did.
Cause he's the one that presses the final button.
He presses the final button! Oh my god! Guys, this is
There
making
we
me
go.
cry, and it doesn't even exist.
Aw.
We
The
won.
core that could have been.
Oh my
The
god.
real core is the friends we made along the way.
And died with along the way.
Yeah!
Well, cause I think, because the setup for that final scene there lent itself well to having everyone do the heroic thing. And I think that could have been like playing with the theme of the movie. They're all contributing to saving the world. And we have the big monolithic military guys that are just representing the bullheaded idea that this forceful approach is the only way, but it's the sacrifices of the individual that are good. Yay. Oh.
The military, the argument that the military is making is that you have to do mutually assured destruction. You have to do bigger and better. And then what the core, get it, the group is called the core. What the core is saying is that, no, by working together, we can do this. Even if it means, you know, yeah, it's mutually assured destruction. It's mutually assured destruction, you guys. But, right?
Aw.
But it's for the greater good and they're all doing it together.
Yeah.
As opposed to at loggerheads.
And in this treatment, the entire crew are all international.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's also putting that, theme in there.
Absolutely.
Should have been from the start.
Oh, yeah.
Cause you could have had, Zimsky be an actual, like, Russian, for instance. Hey. I don't know. Yeah, so that's, I guess, Al, thanks for letting me, join in on that there.
Yeah.
Just so.
Well, here's the thing, like, Cap, before we started this, Bren wanted to, call last so he could end on his thing.
Rogue
Rogue
Science.
Rogue Science.
But he forgot to factor in that I will do a genre shift.
You always do genre shift, dude. That's like Pippin's queer stuff.
Yep.
Love it.
Cool.
Guys, this was really good. I'm really kind of really sad and upset about it.
Oh, well then, we have an idea for a game, Cat.
Yes.
Because we discussed about this while we were setting up and you weren't on. We're going to explode all the things.
How can you explode all the things?
That's what
Exactly.
makes it fun.
So in Explode All the Things, traditionally we've done it with plots that we've liked and make it worse. In this one, we already have a arguably bad plot. We're gonna make it even worse.
Oh, man.
So you know how I can make it worse,
Do
you
it.
guys?
Oh.
I have an idea. We're on an alien planet. It's full science fiction. It's a planet we don't give a shit about.
Aww. And then we super don't know what's inside the planet, so it could be anything.
Exactly.
So it's not a big surprise that it's like hollow in the inside or where the fuck.
And then it's
Exactly.
like fantastical racism, white saviorism.
Ew,
yep.
gross, you're right. Ah,
Yep.
yes, it's
Yep.
a good thing we're here. Nah.
We're saving this planet. It's like a Star Trek episode. Oh,
Wow.
Calling out
dare
Star
you.
Trek hard.
I mean, are we wrong?
Woo!
How dare you?
That's Pippin's way of saying no.
I think I would explode it by making Rat the main character.
Oh, God. Oh my God, he gets laid by the end.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I always add sex to mine.
Rat's Wild Weekend.
With Stick.
Oh.
You know why they call me Stick, right?
Ew, no.
Oh.
No
Oh,
regrets.
God.
The only regret is, have I already did I shoot my shot? Or do I get my own chance now?
You get your own chance. That was stacking on the Pip.
Oh, I had another bad idea, but I already blew mine. Oh, no.
We can just do rapid fire
can
stuff
keep on
if we feel
stacking.
like it. I don't know. Yeah.
They bring the students on board, too.
Oh yeah, all the students from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh my,
Because Aaron Eckhart thinks he's like Mrs. Frizzle from Magic School Bus.
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Remember how we were talking about mole people earlier?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The 40 Times was already mentioned. We have the opportunity
no.
to show that there is wild things below the earth. And not even like reasonable wild things like giant fucking geodes, okay? What if it's,
Life?
what if there's like secret underground oceans? What if there is an underground people? What if we're helping save them? So we still manage to get colonialism
Yeah.
and stupid shit.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm also bringing more people on board, or let's fucking pack this underground train to the gills.
Yep.
You know who's also on board? Military brig brass guy. What was his name?
The general,
Yeah.
whatever his name.
Well,
Yeah.
Who was also kind of like friend of Hillary
Rebecca.
Swank's. Yeah, friend of Becca, like,
Hillary Swank.
yeah, of Becca's character, like, for some reason, and that doesn't really,
I knew your father.
yeah, and doesn't really, go more than that. He's on board, and you know what he's on the board to do? To ensure the plan fails.
Guys,
Sounds great, though.
What?
related.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Aaron Eckhart has children. And also, guess who stowed away on board?
Of course they did. Cause they only see him, like, once a month. And like, this was supposed to be their weekend
It's
with
supposed
them.
to be their weekend. And you know what? They're gonna help save the world, you guys.
Like, you have,
Through their antics. And guess what? Braz's pet dog snuck aboard too.
Oh, puppy.
Oh, but you can't, I was about to say maybe the dog could go and like help release one of the things. I'm like, no, you can't kill the dog though.
No, the dog makes it out. No matter the ending, the dog
dog
makes it
lives.
out.
The dog is saved by the whales, you guys. The whales get the dog and rush him up to the surface. Let's ignore the fact that the bends are a thing. Rush him up to the surface.
Yep.
And or they share air bubbles. I'm not really sure yet.
Well, it's like Jonah and the whale. The whale just takes the dog in its mouth and rides to the surface.
There's only a few, like, wetsuits or something. And so they put the kids and the dog into them. And then the whales bring them up. And everyone else dies.
Wait, in the core, you know what there are? There's lava whales in the core.
Lava whales!
Oh.
Yes! Oh my god, this is alien life. It wasn't destiny after all. Destiny wasn't the cause of it. It was, in fact, creatures that were living within the earth and that were punishing us for pollution.
Oh yes, of course.
Yes.
And they make it to the core and discover that they are all just gonna die. Everyone bangs.
Everyone. Just everyone. What combination? All the combinations. And you know what though? It's while they're in the climax, one might say, of that's when the idea. Guys, I know what we have to do. We've got to take this ship and fuck the center of the earth.
No!
Yes, it's a giant penis. And we fuck the center of the earth, and the earth's orgasm is what sets the world spinning again.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I think that's where we should end it, really. I'm not sure we can top this.
Exploded.
The night the ship...
and we see...
The night the ship exploded and everyone did it.
and then, and to signify this, we see the volcanoes.
Oh my god, volcanoes just all across. And that's like... And people are looking at me like, my god, it's beautiful.
Nice.
Listen, a lot of people die in that still, but they were just little deaths.
And we just see Rat just sitting in the control room, just looking extremely uncomfortable.
Oh my god, and he makes a damn joke about, I can't believe even the earth got laid before me. Cut to titles!
Oof.
I think that's where we end it, you guys. I'm not sure we
can't do better than this, to be honest.
We can't top it.
Guys,
well, apparently they topped the earth, so...
Oh, Mother Nature always fucks them. It's this time. They fuck Mother Nature.
Fuck back.
They fuck back. Fuck you, no. Fuck
so
you.
that was the core, you guys.
Okay. As always, if you have an idea or prompt to submit, head on over to nostoryissacred.com/submission. Follow us on Twitter at nostoryissacred or send an email through contact@nostoryissacred.com. Your hosts have been Alex McDonald, Brendan McDonald, Pippa McDonald, and Catherine Creighton. Editing for this episode done by Brendan. Transcript done by Ashley DaCosta. Art by Jay Wolf. Show notes and transcript are available at nostoryissacred.com. Thanks for listening, everyone, and please rate, review, and subscribe to No Story is Sacred. You can also visit our Patreon page to support the show and get neat rewards at patreon.com/nostoryissacred. See you next time when we talk about the 1968 film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang! Until then, we're No Story is Sacred, and any story can be changed. I'm Kat.
I'm Brendan.
I'm Pippin.
And I'm Alex.
And we're
No Story is Sacred.
Sacred.